All right, everyone. So my name is Kate with Scotland Rhyme Marketing. Today we're going to be going over the referrals portion of Command. So we're going to take a look at the dashboard, uh, all of the different pieces to that referral section of Command, and how to kind of navigate through that, as well as how to send a referral, view if you've received any, all of that kind of stuff. Um, Full disclosure, this class generally does not take an hour. We're usually done within, I would say, 40 minutes. Usually this class is kind of winding down. That's just because there's not a ton within the referrals section. But what I love about that is it allows plenty of time for any questions. So if you have any questions as we're going through today's class, make sure you drop those in the chat. I may skip over them and come back to them at the end. That just allows us to make sure we get through all of the content and make sure that everything is kind of streamlined and not jumping around. And then we'll answer those questions at the end. So make sure you drop those in the chat for me. And let's get started. So the first thing we want to do, and I'm already in the referrals, but I'm going to go back. The first thing we want to do is we want to log into our command platform. Now, once you are logged into your command platform, before we jump into this referrals applet and go through all of the various pieces of that applet, we just want to take a look at our referrals profile. So to navigate to your referrals profile, you're going to come over to your name in the top right-hand corner, and you're going to click that little drop down. And from there, you're going to hit the referrals profile. Now, once that loads, you're going to see that we have our referral profile showing here. Um, this referrals profile is primarily an internal profile. So currently within Command, there's about 3 different places that you have a profile. Now, this profile and the others do not communicate with each other. So if you update your bio in your marketing profile or your My profile, it's not going to automatically update in this bio. What's great about that is this allows you to be a little bit more custom with maybe finding referral agents or becoming a referral partner. So this may allow you to kind of change that bio. Again, this one is internal for referrals. So your clients and consumers aren't going to necessarily see this bio unless they're an agent or something like that. Now, up atop, you can change your banner photo. You can also change your profile photo. Now, again, these don't communicate with the other profiles in Command, so you'll want to come here and edit this manually. Other things you can edit on here is you can hit this little edit profile, and that's going to allow you to edit some information in that referral profile. Now, one thing I want to point out, your name, last name, and your KWUID, those are grayed out. You can't click into those fields and make edits. That information should be pulling from your My Profile, so you'll want to make sure it's correct there. You can adjust your email. You can adjust your phone numbers. You can add service areas. So if you are servicing specific areas, you can come in here and add those. City, state, neighborhood, whatever you prefer. Simply, you're going to just hit add new, and you would add a new area. So let's just say Boston. And you can add that however you want. Again, these are typing. It's not pulling any information there, so you can kind of type whatever. You have a little more flexibility. And then if you added one that you want to remove, you can, of course, just come over and hit remove, and it will take that away. Now, down below, again, you have that bio. Again, you can customize this a little differently than what's seen by your consumers, which is great if that's something you're looking to do. Down below, you're going to have your social media platforms. Similar to your marketing profile, you're going to want to make sure that these are your public-facing URLs, meaning you're viewing that profile as a client or consumer would, not as if you're signed in making edits to your own page. So hopefully that helps. That does go for your LinkedIn, your Instagram, all of those platforms as well. You want to make sure it's that public-facing URL. The best way to grab those is honestly to just look them up on a desktop and copy that full URL on the public account from the browser. Now down below, you have some toggle options for things you can turn on or off. Now this top one's kind of important. This allows you to be found within the referral platform. So if you are turned off here, you're not going to be able to be found and for people to be able to send you referrals. So that is optional for you if you'd like to opt out of the referral network. And below that, you have some other options as far as what you'd like to show on your referral profile. Do you want to show your closed units, your listings sold, buy sales, lease close, and also do you want to show your time with KW? It will kind of calculate that information for you, so you just get to decide if you would like to have that displayed or not. Once you've made all of the changes you would like, you're just going to go ahead and hit that Save Changes at the bottom, and it will update that right here. As you can see, we have that years with KW listed here. These should be clickable. Again, everyone should be able to click on those links when they're viewing your information and find your profile and then service areas down here. All right, so moving along from here, the next thing we want to do is we're going to navigate back to the actual command platform. From here, we should all be on the home screen. Looks a little bit similar for everyone, but could be slightly different based on your customization to the home screen. From there, though, we're going to navigate to the referrals icon. It kind of looks like a location, like pin drop with a person in it. You can hover over these applets to find the names. You can also hit this red and white KW. That's going to expand that menu bar so you can see the names all at once. Again, we're going to head into referrals. You can also hit this red and white KW to close that menu bar. Now, we're going to just cover this dashboard here. This is the referrals dashboard, so it just kind of gives you an overview of everything in here. So the first thing we have is our referrals overview at the top. This lets us know how many pending invites we have. Now, these are not pending referrals. These are not anything like that. These are people that are looking to connect with you and have you as a referral partner. So they are just invitations from other KW associates looking to connect. Once you have accepted those invites, these people will be within your referral network, which you can see down below. These are people that are already in our network that we've accepted and, have that sort of relationship with those people. We're going to come back and take a look at these, but next we have our pending referrals. So these would be if we had any that were actually sent or received, and that have not been fully received or accepted. Next, we have received referrals. So this will let you know if you have any and if you have any that you've sent. So this just gives you, like I said, that overview of all of that information. Now down below, we have My Referral Network. Instead of looking at this on the dashboard, we're going to go ahead and navigate over to the My Network so we can take a look at that in its intended location. So it should be the same as all of the information here. If you take a look, you're going to have all of the same search options when we come in here. That portion on the dashboard is just kind of a snippet of this information. So if you want to find it, you can definitely check there. You can also just click into the network to take a look at that. So from there, these are the people that we've already connected with. As you can see, we have a search feature. We can search for different associates we've maybe connected with. We can track our referrals. We can grow referral networks. So this would be, we're trying to find a new partner to work with. This will redirect you to the map, which we're going to come back and take a look at. You can sort these by first name, last name, A to Z, Z to A. You can favorite specific associates. So maybe you've had a deal with them and things went really well. Or it's an area that you work in a lot and you want to have a specific person in mind. You can star specific associates, and they'll show up like this. They will be marked as your favorite, and you can simply remove or add them by clicking that star. So by clicking the star here, it's going to allow us to sort to just those favorited associates. Now up top, we have My Network. We can also view those pending invitations. Again, it's just going to show you the contacts. It's going to allow you to see if you want to ignore or accept, when it was sent, where they're located. You can also see if you've sent out any pending invites that are still outstanding. Go back to our referral network. When we're taking a look at these partners that we've already connected with, if we click the little drop down next to their name, it's going to expand their information. So this is where that referral profile that we just went over kind of comes into play. This is the information that they've entered into their referral profile. So that's what we're seeing here. So as you can see, we can see their location, their bio, contact information, and then any of those stats that they wanted to turn on, we would see over here. Now, if you hover over this little eye, it's going to let you know that these are based off of the last 12 months. So it is a rolling 12 months that those stats come from. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at those. And then referral statistics, this has been coming soon for a while. We're hopeful that that will be there at some point, but currently it's still in coming soon status. Um, Couple other things to just show you real quick here is that you'll see some tags. These can be added. You'll also, if you want to add a note, you can create a note for that specific person. So you have a few options there. Sorry, checking to see, had somebody pending to come in. So that is the referral card once you have associates. As you can see, you have those tags. You can add your own tags. So if you were working with a military or a specific area, neighborhood, things like that, you can kind of add those tags to identify those partners. You can also quickly just send them a referral here. We are going to take a look at sending a referral a little bit later on, but for now, we're going to keep moving through these other sections of the referral platform. So the next thing we want to take a look at is the My Referrals. Now from here, this gives you a breakdown of all of the referrals you've either sent or received. So as you can see, we have a sent, we have a received. There's currently one sitting here. You also have some other options up top. So pending referrals. These are referrals that we've sent that are still waiting on a response from another associate. You have active. These referrals are currently being actively worked on by the other associate or by you. Funded, those referrals are connected to closed opportunities, meaning that transaction has already closed, everyone's been paid, so it's already been completed. Lost. Loss is going to be referrals that are connected to a lost opportunity. Now, a lost opportunity is going to be generally a deal that maybe fell apart. Maybe things came apart after inspection or, responses didn't go as planned, things like that. The transaction fell apart, the opportunity was lost. That would fall under this category. Now, the next one we have is referrals that are expired or canceled. So referrals that didn't receive a response in the defined time frame or were canceled by the sender. So if you sent a referral and someone didn't see it and respond to it in time, that would have been expired. Or if it was canceled, that would also display here. Rejected. So referrals that were rejected, maybe the terms weren't agreed upon, or it's just not a good area for the agent it was sent to, things like that. Those would fall here. And then, of course, you can view all of your referrals in one place. And that will show you all of them right here. Now, if we go back to this active referral, just a couple of things I want to point out on this one. It's going to let you know referral location. It's going to have if it is a buyer or a seller. So that will appear up here in the top right corner. We have three little dots where we can view the activity log. This will let us know, when this transaction started, this referral, when it was accepted, and any updates along the way. Those will display here. Now, the dots, you can also send in updates. So if you'd like to update the other associate, if you need to mark the opportunity or the referral as lost or funded, you can do both of those things here as well. Now, other things down here, you have referral information. So this is going to be the referral partner that we're working with, the referral fee that was agreed upon. If you had these other details, they may be appearing here. Sometimes those are not available, so you don't have them. You can also view the log here again. And then over to the right, if there's been any notes or updates, you can, of course, click on that and view those. And then here you have the name of the client, email, and then whether it is pre-approved or pre-qualified. Now, the last thing I want to show you is that it's going to also let you know what stage or phase this opportunity is within the client, the other agents or our pipeline. So it lets you know how active they are and how quickly they're getting that to the closing table. So, uh, just another little detail to pay attention to there. I don't see any questions coming in currently, so we're going to keep on rolling. Um, the next thing I want to take a look at with you guys is the map. So, when you have a map, this is the best place to come in and find your referral partners. Generally, if you have someone that's buying or selling, you have a general idea of where they're looking to move to or are moving to. And you can come here and search for a referral partner in that specific area. So, there's quite a few options when you come here. So, you can search for a specific area. Let's just do Austin and keep it simple. So, we'll do Austin, Texas. And of course, it's zooming in on that specific area. It's loading. We may need to give it a minute. There's probably quite a few agents in that area that it's trying to um, filter through. And in some cases, you may even need to zoom in a little bit closer to narrow down those searches. So if you knew specifically the area someone was looking to move, that may help. We'll give it a second here to kind of load. Sometimes it can take a minute. And if I don't see it load soon, we may. Command's been a little funky this morning, so I'm hoping this isn't like they're working on something. Let's try to switch this. Let's try to say Market Center just to see if it makes a difference. There we go. Okay, so this is generally what you would start to see when you start to zoom in on a specific area, neighborhood, city, whatever. You'll start to see agents populate on this right-hand side. Now we're identifying a specific market center that's located in the area, and it's pulling agents that are in that area. So once we're over here, currently these agents that are populating are set at random. So it's randomly pulling agents. Now we can change that. We can click this little drop down. We can sort them based on name, closed units, listings sold, buy side, leases. So if you're looking for maybe a listing agent, if you're looking for a buyer, you may want to sort based on those. Totally up to you. As we change that sorting, you can see that our list has shuffled. Here you can see this agent is on a bunch of teams in a bunch of areas. Same for this one, they have a bunch of different teams. Down here, you'll find this one has just one team. They're also being marked as a luxury agent. So that may be something you want to identify. That's kind of up to you on that one. If we click their drop down again, we're going to see a lot of that same information we've kind of covered. You're going to see their team name. You're going to see phone number, email. If they speak different languages, that will appear here as well. You can see their stats that are populating. Now, these two little icons associated with this specific agent, you'll see that we have the person with a plus sign. This is going to invite them to join our referral network. So someone we may want to partner with, but we don't necessarily know for sure we have a referral just yet. So you could go ahead and hit the plus sign. That's going to send them an invite to the referral network. If you actually had a referral, you could go ahead and send the referral. Now, when we're doing that, you'll see it pulls the agent's name. We can identify if we have a buyer or seller, so we can select that here. We can adjust the referral fee based on what we kind of want to do there. You can also change your acceptance deadline. So this would identify how long the other agent, so Justin in this case, has to accept the referral. And if they don't accept within that time, we may want to find someone else. Now, when you're setting these deadlines, keep in mind what time you're sending the referral, what day of the week it is. Obviously, family reunion is going on this week, so you may want to extend some little more leeway there with how quickly they reply. But this is totally up to you on how long you set that. So you could give them the longest is 96 hours, or you could leave it as the 24 hours. Again, this is totally up to you. Next, you can enter price minimum or maximum if you have that information. You can include that. You have some notes, so if you have any notes you'd like to share with them. And then down below, so I want to just note this for you guys. This highlighted area, um, meaning this bottom section, is not shared with the other agent until they have fully accepted the referral. So this is where you include your client details. So we have let's see if I can find one of our people. So we can enter our client name if we have them in our database, or we can create a new contact. If they're in our database, it's going to pull their details, addresses, all that good stuff. We can enter their desired location. So let's go with Tremont here since I can see it on the screen. There we go. We can put their phone number, their email. Again, your contact information that you're sharing for the referral is not shared until they've accepted the invite. Now, the only time this will be different is if you are already in or accepted the referral network with that agent. So, for example, if Justin was in our referral network and we were trying to send them a referral, it would share that information right away. Because Command thinks you already have a relationship with this person, and kind of trust that person to assist you with this referral. So just keep that in mind. If they're in your referral network, it will provide them the client's information. If they're not in your referral network, it will not until it's been accepted. So that is creating the referral request to send over. Once we had all of that information plugged in, we would just hit send. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to physically send this one over because it's not a real referral. But I just wanted to walk you guys through that process, okay? If you have any questions on that, let me know. And we can definitely take a look at it again. So back to our map here. We can also adjust this based on associates. So if you're looking for a specific associate, for example, let's look for Scott here. As you can see, we have Scott Leroy populating. So we can go ahead and connect with Scott. Now, he's not a licensed agent, so it's not going to actually let me connect with him and send him a referral, but generally those options would be there as well. So if you did have a specific agent in mind that you're looking to connect and send a referral to, you can sort by or search by associate as well. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Now, other options in here, you can, of course, search by your network. That will start to populate agents once you're in an area that you have some. See if I can find any. There we go. So if I zoom out a little further, so I can see a few of the people that are in my referral network. Let's say I wanted to connect with one of them specifically. I could go ahead and zoom in and send the referral. As you can see it, the invite button is gone. They're already in my referral network. And when I'm down here in the client information, that yellow highlight option is not there. So it's letting me know that it's going to share the client information when I send that referral, because I have a relationship with this associate, okay? Um, Now, the other option I want to show you guys is the referral patterns. This is probably one of my favorite tools in here. What's really cool about this is if you are in Austin, Texas, which is where we are currently have our location set, and we want to see where people are moving to. So if they're leaving Austin, where are they going? Or where are they coming from if they're moving to Austin? So this allows you to see those referral patterns, where people are going, where they're coming from, and allows you to get a clear picture of where you may want to start connecting with associates, so that you have those referral partners in your pocket and they can easily send you referrals. So when we're looking at this, we're currently seeing where they're being sent to. So if they're leaving Austin, where are they moving? They're moving, let's see, up here to Chicago, or they're moving over here to Florida. We got some up here in Utah or California. That's where people are moving from Austin to. Over here on the right-hand side, you can see the percentage. So that's going to identify the percentage of referrals that are being sent through command from Austin, Texas to San Antonio, or from Austin to Chicago. It's showing 1%. So as people are sending referrals through command, these will change. As you can see, a lot are just moving to different parts of Austin. But this will allow you to see those breakdowns a little bit better, where people are kind of going. So really cool tool here. You can also switch that. So as you can see, we're on sent right now. We can also see received. So where are people in Austin getting their referrals from? If we take a look at this, we're getting some from, gosh, way over here, in Anchorage. You can also see we're getting some from Florida, lots from California, some down here in Arizona, Colorado. So it just gives you a really clear picture of where people are moving to and from. Again, great way to identify where you want to connect with specific referral partners, so that you can maybe have the upper hand in receiving those referrals. Um, so great tool here. Again, I'm going to have those percentages again always over here on the right hand side. So you can always take a look at those different percentages over here. Um, let's go back to production just to see if we can kind of zoom in on an area here and get that to kind of populate. Let's maybe check out down here. I'm thinking it was just trying to pull way too many agents, and there we go. See, so we're in production now. It's pulling those associates. What's really cool about this is, let's see, maybe I'm not zoomed in just close enough yet. So as I start to zoom in, if I'm looking in a specific subdivision or neighborhood, let's say that our consumer that we're dealing with, our client knows they want to move into this neighborhood. If we zoom in and check out this subdivision and we start hovering over these little pin drops, you see that the names to the agent are turning pink as I'm hovering over those, or red, whichever you want to refer to it. That means they were the person that handled this transaction. So you may want to take a look at those specific agents. Maybe they're really familiar with this area. So they may be the most knowledgeable in, someone selling. You could do the same thing down here. Maybe they're looking in this area. It's going to highlight those people kind of pink. As you can see, it looks like all three of these are this Jeff. This one's Michelle. That one's Michelle. So it gives you a really clear picture of where these agents are kind of working if your consumer client is looking in a very specific area. So it's pretty cool that you can do that. The last thing I'm going to show you on this referral section, um, let's see, I don't think I'm zoomed in quite enough. There we go. Okay, so I was trying to get my broadcast number below 50. So if you're below 50, you can broadcast a referral. Um, what that does is it allows the referral you're sending to be sent to all of these people, and they kind of get to be interviewed based on if they want to have that referral or not. So if you were to broadcast a referral, as you can see, it says you're sending a referral broadcast to 28 agents. Not sure where the 28. That's okay. You can show your name or you can hide it. That's kind of up to you. You can identify if you have a buyer, seller, etc. Referral fee you're agreeing to. If you have any of those extra details here, you can include them. And then down below, again, we're broadcasting a referral. It's not going to share any client information until that referral has been accepted, and agreed to. So you can plug in your client's information. Once you send out a broadcast referral, this type of referral cannot be canceled. So just keep that in mind. You would have to fully send the referral. So, just know that when you are broadcasting a referral, there is no cancel option for those. But again, this would send this referral to all of those agents. They can either say, yes, I want to try to get this referral, or no, not interested. And then you can kind of interview those different agents and see who the best fit might be for the person you're working with. So another great little option there. All right. Well, guys, I think we've gone through mostly everything. Like I said, this class usually does not take a full hour. There's just not enough to it right now for it to last the full hour. So I am going to go ahead and stop record and go through questions. If you don't have any questions and you want to jump off today's class, that is totally okay too. You will not hurt my feelings. Enjoy half hour back to your day. But if you have questions, hang around, drop those in the chat, and we'll go through those.